Are you tired of being broke? Do you feel like you're doing everything right but still can't seem to get ahead? Well, maybe you're doing some things wrong. Check out these 7 things the rich do that the poor don't and see if you need to make a change. Implementing even just a few of these could make all the difference in your financial situation. Let's get started. 1. The rich invest in themselves. Most people think that the rich are lucky and they just got where they are because they were born into money. But that's not always the case. There are a lot of things the rich do that the poor don't, and one of those things is to invest in themselves. The rich know that if they want to stay rich, they have to keep growing and learning. That's why they invest in themselves by taking classes, reading books, and attending seminars. They know that knowledge is power and that if they want to stay ahead of the game, they need to keep learning. The poor, on the other hand, often feel like they can't afford to invest in themselves. They are content with their current level of knowledge and don't see the need to improve. As a result, they never reach their full potential and stay stuck in the same place financially. So if you want to join the ranks of the rich, start investing in yourself. Take classes, read books, and attend seminars. The more you learn, the more successful you'll be. 2. The rich have multiple sources of income. The rich have multiple sources of income. This allows them to maintain their wealth and lifestyle even during tough times. While most people only have one source of income, the rich have multiple sources of income that come from different places. Some of the most common sources of income for the rich are investments, rental property, and a job. Investments can include stocks, bonds, and real estate. Rental property can include apartments, houses, and commercial properties. A job can be anything from a high-paying career to owning a business. The rich also have other sources of income that come from less traditional places. These can include inheritance, windfalls, and winning the lottery. Whatever the source, having multiple sources of income is one of the critical factors that allow the rich to stay rich. 3. The rich invest in assets. The wealthiest people in the world are always looking for new and innovative ways to invest their money. While some invest in stocks and bonds, others are turning to alternative investments, such as assets. Assets are anything that has value and can be traded for cash. Some of the most popular assets include art, gold, diamonds, and land. The rich have been investing in assets for years, and it has become a very lucrative market. In fact, the global art market is now worth more than $50 billion. Gold is also a popular investment, and its value has been increasing in recent years. Diamonds are another popular investment, especially among celebrities. And finally, the land is always a popular investment, especially in countries where the real estate market is booming. If you're looking to invest your money in assets, here are some things to keep in mind. First, do your research and find out what the current market values are for different types of assets. Second, be prepared to pay a premium for some assets, especially those that are rare or hard to find. Third, always consult with an expert before making any significant investments. Fourth, remember that assets can be risky, so make sure you know what you're getting into before investing your money. If you're thinking about investing in assets, there's no time like the present. The global art market is booming. The value of gold is on the rise, and the real estate market is hot everywhere. So do your research and see which type of asset is right for you. 4. The rich are always learning. Are the rich born smart? Do they have some inherent advantage that allows them to succeed in life? While it's hard to say for sure, research seems to suggest that the rich are always learning. In fact, one study found that the rich are more than twice as likely to have completed a post-secondary degree than those from lower-income households. And it's not just college degrees that make a difference. The rich are also more likely to engage in lifelong learning, taking classes and learning new things even after they've graduated from college. So what is it that allows the rich to keep learning? One possibility is that they have the resources to invest in their education. They can afford to pay for private schools, hire tutors, and attend expensive universities. But money isn't the only factor at play here. The rich are also more likely to have role models who encourage them to learn and grow. And finally, the rich are more likely to be exposed to different ideas and cultures. This helps them learn about new things and expand their horizons. So if you want to be like the rich, start by learning as much as you can. Read books, take classes, and talk to people who know more than you do. The more you learn, the richer you'll become. 5. The rich take risks. While the average person may try to play it safe with their so the rich often take risks in order to increase their wealth. This can include investing in new businesses, buying high-risk stocks, or taking on debt. Despite the risks, many rich people believe that this is the only way to become even richer. In fact, a study by J.P. Morgan found that the wealthiest 1% of Americans take on 6 times more risk than the average person. This willingness to take risks has helped many rich people become even wealthier. For example, Bill Gates, founder of Microsoft, was willing to risk everything he had in order to start his company. And Mark Zuckerberg, founder of Facebook, was willing to give up his salary and work for free in order to get his company off the ground. While taking risks can be dangerous, it can also be very rewarding. If you're able to succeed, you can become very wealthy very quickly. So if you're looking to get rich, you may want to start taking some risks yourself. 6. The rich have a positive mindset. How do the rich think? In a word, they think positively. Contrary to popular belief that wealth breeds greed and selfishness, a growing body of research shows that the rich actually have a more positive outlook on life. This isn't just because they have more money to enjoy, it's because they see their wealth as a sign of their own success and worthiness. This positive mindset has some pretty impressive benefits. For one, the rich are more likely to take risks and seize opportunities. They're also better at handling stress and setbacks, which means they're less likely to let their wealth go to their heads. In fact, many studies have found that the wealthy are actually happier than the rest of us. So what's the key to this positive mindset? Believe it or not, it all comes down to attitude. The rich truly believe that they deserve their wealth, and this gives them the confidence to go after what they want in life. They also know that hard work and dedication pay off, which helps them stay motivated even when things get tough. So if you're looking for some tips on how to think like the rich, here are a few pointers. Believe in yourself. The richest people in the world are usually those who have the most confidence in themselves and their abilities. If you don't believe you can achieve something, you won't be able to do it. Stay motivated. The wealthy are always working towards something, whether it's buying a new house or retiring early. They know that there's no such thing as resting on your laurels. When you're rich, you've got to keep moving forwards. Be grateful for what you have. The rich aren't always flashy or showy often. They're just grateful for what they have. Instead of looking at wealth as a measure of success, learn to be content with what you have now. 7. The rich are insanely patient. There is a reason the rich are often referred to as the patient ones. They can afford to be. While the rest of us worry about making ends meet, the wealthy can sit back and relax, knowing their money will work for them. That's not to say that being rich is always easy. The rich still have to make smart financial decisions, and they still have to plan for the future. But they don't have to worry about where their next meal is coming from or how they're going to pay the rent. And one of the advantages of being wealthy is that you can afford to be patient. You can wait for the perfect investment opportunity or for the right person to come along. You don't have to rush into anything. That patience can pay off big time. Just look at Warren Buffett. He's arguably the most successful investor in history, and he didn't get there by being impulsive. He waited for the right deals, and he didn't let his emotions get in the way. Of course, not everyone can be as patient as Buffett, but if you want to be successful in life, it's important to at least understand the value of patience. And that's something the rich definitely understand. 8. The rich take massive action. The wealthy are not born that way. They become that way through hard work and determination. They don't sit back and let life happen to them. They take massive action to get what they want. For example, take a look at Bill Gates. He is the richest man in the world, and he didn't get that way by sitting around. He started Microsoft at a time when computers were just starting to become popular. He knew that if he wanted to be successful, he needed to take massive action and capitalize on the opportunity. And it's not just Gates. There are countless other examples of wealthy people who took massive action and achieved great success. Oprah Winfrey was born into poverty, but she became one of the most successful women in the world by taking massive action. She started her own talk show, became a media mogul, and built an empire. So what can you do to take massive action? Here are a few tips. Set big goals, and then go after them with everything you've got. Don't be afraid to aim high. You may be surprised at what you're capable of achieving. Take massive action every day. This doesn't mean working yourself to death, but it does mean putting in 110% effort every day and constantly pushing yourself to do more. Be relentless in the pursuit of your goals. Don't give up when things get tough. Keep pushing forward until you achieve your desired outcome. So there you have it. 11 things the rich do that the poor don't. If you want to be successful in life, start doing these things, and you'll be well on your way to joining the ranks of the wealthy. If you want to learn more about wealth, success, and how to achieve your goals, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'll be releasing new videos on these topics every week. Thanks for watching.